Hey guys, we got an OU battle here today. I've actually tried to record this like 5 times, so give me a break. Um, First, I recorded it live, and the audio recorded perfectly, and the video did not record at all. It froze in the first frame, because OBS is a piece of shit. Just putting that out there. It's a piece of shit. But I think it's all working now, so we're gonna try this. This guy's team's not that scary. Just Mega Lopunny. It's fast as hell. But Conkeldurr can destroy that thing. I led out with Rotom. He's going to lead out with the Lopunny. Obviously, he's going to Mega here and go for the Fake Out. So I switch into Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn has the Rocky Helmet Iron Barbs combo. It's going to do a lot of recoil damage to Lopunny. And I was right. There's the Fake Out, and there's a nice chunk of damage. Now here, I didn't really care what he was going to do. I was just going to set up Stealth Rocks. That way I had them for the rest of the game, hopefully, even though he has multiple possible defoggers on his team, including Skarmory and Latios. Here I'm just going to keep setting up hazards because why not? And now that I'm post-commentating this, I noticed that he has 4 levitators or flying types, so spikes are completely pointless. Whatever. This knockoff really sucked. Knocked off my Rocky Helmet, which is really detrimental in the outcome of this game, because that extra recoil damage probably would have won me the game. No spoilers, but here I switch out to the Rotom Heat because it's obvious that it's gonna scare him out, so I can get a free Volt Switch on something. And he also switches into the Talonflame. I'm assuming he didn't think I would switch and maybe thought he could just take out the Ferrothorn. I don't know, but I thought he was going to switch, so I went with the Volt Switch, but he actually roosts. And I hit the Volt Switch, and I didn't do shit for damage. And I was really confused by that, and I ran the calcs. This is a bulky Talonflame. I've never seen that before. That is a bulky Talonflame. So I switched to Crocodile, get the Intimidate drop, so he can't do anything to me. And I think I just went for a knockoff because I'm not scared of this thing at all. He's going to switch out into the Ferrothorn. I hit a knockoff. It does a lot of damage. I didn't think it would do that much to a Ferrothorn. He's probably heavily specially invested, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe Crocodile's just that strong. I don't think he is, but here I'm going to double out into my Ferrothorn, predicting a Leech Seed, which is exactly what he did. I'm immune to that. Now, I'm going to Gyro Ball because he's going to switch, and I'm going to hit whatever he sends in. Well, why not? Sucks that he sends in a Skarmory, which is slow as shit. Gyro Ball does nothing, and Rocky Helmet damage. But I figure if I just Leech Seed, he really can't do much to me. He's going to Defog, get rid of the hazards. I'm going to get a Leech Seed up. And then I'm able to start stacking hazards as I wish. And he goes for the Roost there, which kind of got me worried. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to need to switch out now because I can't do anything to this guy at all. So I'm going to switch out into the Rotom, I believe. But he also switches out into the Latios, predicting my Rotom switch, which I didn't think was a problem at first until I realized what kind of Latios this is. And it's not the standard Life Orb Latios, and I really wish it was, because then I would have won the game. But it's not. And I just hit a Volt Switch to get damage off. I barely tanked that Surf, but I have enough special investment to where this guy really doesn't cause much of a threat. I'm just going to send out Ferrothorn to pretty much scare him out. He could HP Fire, but I wasn't really that scared of it. Here comes the Talonflame taking a load of damage from the rocks. I'm going to get the Leech Seed off. I'm just getting all my health back for Ferrothorn, which is always good, because he really doesn't have anything that can break its wall. Here I'm going to double out into Crocodile, again getting that Intimidate attack drop. His Talonflame cannot touch my Crocodile, and he's just going to roost up again. Now here, I was scared he might stay in and roost again, or I didn't really know what he was going to do, so I just went for a Rock Slide, because it would hit everything. And he went into the Ferrothorn, and I missed! I mean, I would have done like 5 damage anyway, but still. So I miss, and then I'm going to switch out into Conkeldurr here, expecting him to double into something, predicting my Rotom Heat Switch. But he did not. But he misses his Leech Seed, which is always nice. I actually apologized in the chat because I felt bad for him, because that's a big deal, but really didn't matter in the end. He's going to protect, and I was played it smart. I just went for a safe Drain Punch. Now I'm expecting him to switch, and I'm going to go for the knockoff, hoping he goes into Latios. But he does not. He goes into Skarmory, takes the knockoff like it's no big deal, and Rocky Helmet damage. So now I'm really can't do anything to the Skarmory, so I'm just going to switch out into Rotom Heat. Because he does a lot of damage to this guy's team. He sets up the Stealth Rocks, which surprised me, because he has a Ferrothorn. I didn't think he would run Stealth Rocks on Skarmory as well. He's going to switch out. I went for a Will-O-Wisp just to get a burn off on something. Kind of sucks it was on the Rotom, but a burn's a burn. And now I'm scared that he outspeeds because I have no speed investment, and I did not want to take a Hydro Pump, so I switched out. I believe to my Tentacruel. Nope, to Ferrothorn. Yep, Ferrothorn, because he will take Hydro Pumps all day with no special investment. That doesn't put a dent in him. And I'm just going to be able to get a Leech Seed off on something. I think I played this match like 2 hours ago, I don't remember. He Volt switches and brings in Lopunny. Oh yeah, okay. He brought in his Lopunny, I get the Leech Seed off, and I'm going to predict the Drain Punch and go into Conkeldurr, because I should be able to take 2 with the Leech Seed health. That's the plan, at least. But, as you can see, when he Drain Punches, like I predicted, he's going to get a big old critical hit. And that's going to make it to where he can 2-hit KO me. But what I was predicting here was possibly a Mach Punch, because people do run Mach Punch on Mega Lopunny. And I knew that if a crit did 56, or 59.6, there's no way he could take me out with a Mach Punch. So I went for a Mach Punch of my own, because it would do a lot of damage to a Lopunny. And he's going to switch into Ferrothorn to try and take this hit, but he's not going to take it. He's going down. Not really a big deal. It helps me out a lot, but it's whatever really. Iron Barb's damage is going to hurt. And he's just going to switch into the Mega Lopunny. And now obviously he's going to Fake Out here and then attack to kill Conkeldurr. So I predict the Fake Out. And I go back into Ferrothorn. I don't know why he hasn't started predicting this, but every single time he goes for Fake Out, I go to the Ferrothorn. He takes more damage than I do. So now he's obviously going to Drain Punch. I'm going to go out into Conkeldurr so he doesn't get that much health back. He barely gets any health back. Obviously he's not going to take that hit though. He goes down. But now I have free switch into Gardevoir. No. What did I switch into? I don't remember. Crocodile. I'm so good at this. Oops. Obviously I'm going to lower his attack. Now I'm scared of the Drain Punch. So I'm going to go out into Ferrothorn because I've lowered his attack to a point where I think I can maybe do something, work around it. I don't know, but he doubles out into Skarmory. Not really sure why he went into Skarmory, but I didn't really care. I was going straight into the Rotom. And this is what really helpful for my team. He's going to go for the Defog and get rid of both of our rocks. And they were actually starting to wear down my team, if you notice. Earlier in this game, all of his Mons were injured, and none of mine were, because he had rocks and I didn't. On his side of the field. Obviously, he's going to switch out. I went for the Overheat, predicting the Roost, because that would have brought him down to a Sturdy, I believe. But I end up missing, and he switches out into the Rotom Wash. So I'm instantly going to switch out. I don't want to do anything to do with this guy. I'm going to go into Tentacruel. The reason I went into Tentacruel, even though he's weak to the stab electric moves, is because this is a max special defense, max HP Tentacruel. He is taking hits no matter what. Sadly, he gets a Will-O-Wisp off, which really sucks. I would have much rather take the Hydro Pump, but it's whatever. And here you're going to see just how bulky this thing is. I hit a Sludge Bomb. Doesn't really do much. And look at that damage. That was 45%, percent damage with a crit from a Rotom. That's bulky. Like, that's pretty damn bulky. And this is what really scares me. It goes into Latios. Obviously, the Psyshock's coming. I could have switched out into Crocodile, predicting the Psyshock, but I was scared of the Draco Meteor, and I knew Tentacruel could take the Draco Meteor like a champ with barely any damage. Also could go into Gardevoir, who would be immune to the Draco Meteor, but the Psyshock would do a lot of damage. So I decided it's time to just sack off Tentacruel, and I stayed in, and he went for the Surf, predicting the Crocodile. And I take 10 damage from that and hit a big old Sludge Bomb off. And now I'm really ready to just sack this thing off. There's nothing left this Tentacruel can do for me, and he switches out. That's when it kind of clicked to me that this guy is scarfed. And I wasn't thinking, I went for the Sludge Bomb, and he switched into Skarmory is immune. So, still have no use for Tentacruel. I'm just going to go for the Scald and pray to God it takes this thing out. And it doesn't. But I get a burn. But he's going to roost up his health. And I do not have enough HP, and I cannot put out enough damage to stall out this Skarmory. So, I'm going to switch out. Even though Tentacruel's useless. Could use him as death fodder. So I switch out into Rotom Heat, because he is a perfect counter for Skarmory. And Skarmory is just going to roost, and now I know he's going to switch, so I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. And he switches into Rotom Wash, which is really getting worn down between the rocks, the burn, and the Volt Switches constantly. And I am going to go into Ferrothorn, I believe. No, I don't. I go into Gardevoir. Yes, I go into Gardevoir because I outspeed this Rotom, and now's my chance to get the Mega up and really start wrecking with Gardevoir. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, go for a Hyper Voice. Obviously, it's going to take out this Rotom Wash. There was no chance of that thing living at all. And now I know he's going to send out Lopunny, and he's going to go for the Fake Out, or the Return. An interesting thing, I actually ran calcs because I wasn't sure. A standard Schmogon Gardevoir has a 3% chance to get O-Code by return from Mega Lopunny, a Jolly Mega Lopunny. As in, it has a 97% chance to live this return. So obviously, if I live the return, I hit a Hyper Voice, Lopunny's dead, threat gone. But he has the Fake Out. And that's a problem, because that's going to do more than enough damage to where he will one-shot with return after the Fake Out. So I'm going to switch out into the Ferrothorn, predicting the Fake Out again. He still has not caught on to this method. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do, but it was not working. He's just wearing down his Lopunny. Now he's obviously going to go for the Drain Punch, so I switch out into Tentacruel, because he's going to suck up all that Liquid Ooze and end up hurting himself and not regaining his health. Now I'm trying to wear Lopunny down to a point where he can either get one shot by Crocodile, or to where I can get in with Gardevoir and not have to worry about the Fake Out, which is what I'm going to try and do here. And I'm going to fire off a Hyper Voice. And he knows he can't kill me, so he switches out into Skarmory, which is a poor switch in. Talonflame would have taken the hit better, as they both resist the Fairy type. But it's whatever, I get to take out a Skarmory for free, which is awesome. No more defog. If I could ever get hazards back up, I won't have to worry about that. Now he's going to go back into the Lopunny, and obviously he's going to go for the Fake Out again, and I'm just going to go back into the Ferrothorn. I really thought he was going to predict this, and I was really scared, but he didn't. He went for the same damn play again, and I outplayed him again. And at this point, his Lopunny is at a point to where Crocodile will one-shot with an Earthquake, and he's Choice Scarf, so he will outspeed. Problem is that he's going to go for a Drain Punch right now, and nothing on the team can take a Drain Punch. Gardevoir maybe, but I need Gardevoir in case Crocodile can't. And with the HP he's going to gain back, he will be too powerful to take the Crocodile hit. So I was praying that Ferrothorn might have lived that Drain Punch by a miracle. I could have hit the Gyro Ball, but it didn't happen. So Lopunny is too strong for Crocodile to kill, so I go out into Gardevoir and just fire off a Psychic. The reason I went for Psychic is because I knew he would switch into Talonflame, and he resists the hyper voice, and I was hoping and praying the psychic would kill. The psychic does not kill because of the HP investment of this Talonflame. Lives with 7%, which is quite annoying. I really, this bulky Talonflame is walling my team right now. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go out into the Crocodile because he's obviously going to roost. I'm going to get the Intimidate drop again. I completely I completely wall him with this Crocodile, and I'm just gonna go for the knockoff predicting the switch. He's gonna go into Latios now, and this is where I really lose the game. Since this Latios is scarfed, he outspeeds Crocodile, he one-shots him with the Surf. I was scared of that, but there's really nothing I can do at that point. Now I'm gonna go out into Gardevoir. I'm gonna go out into Gardevoir, and he's gonna Surf, and I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. I know at this point I've lost the game. Lopunny one-shots the rest of my team. But he's going to be a douche and go for the fake out and everything anyway, just to stall out turns and be that guy. There's the Lopunny. Fake out's going to do like 30 damage. Yep. And I flinch because it's fake out. Fake out Lopunny is just too powerful. It really is. And now he's going to go for the return. Kills Gardevoir. And Rotom Heat is also going to get killed by the return. It was a nice guy though. It was a good game. It was actually a really good game for the low. I'm really low pointing the ladder. I'm on a bad tilt, and I've been losing a lot of games. So, I mean, look, we're in the 1200s, 1300s, and that was a really good game for the 1300s. I had a lot of fun. Um, Hopefully, we'll get some more live plays in later this week, and we will just kind of see how it goes, spring break and everything. Hope you all have a good day.